Hi friends, I'm Nancy Thompson with with Create with Nancy, and I welcome you to my craft room. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and let me just fix something there. My iPad was sliding down in my holder. So yes, as I was saying, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I love sharing creative ideas with you. So it's time to get inspired. I hope I inspire you with every video that I do. And we're going to create some beautiful projects today. And hopefully you go share those beautiful projects with others. So come on in, say hello, let me know if you're new to my channel, and let me know where you're from, because I love to welcome new people. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and share my video with others, because that is the best way to give me a compliment that you love what you saw today, is to share it with others you think would love it as well. So we're gonna get started because we have a lot to do, and I'm really late today. So hi Shirley, welcome. So today is the start of our seasonal sale today. Yes, there's 20% off on the things let me back that bus up. So the seasonal sale is for our 24 to 25 annual catalog items only. And what is on sale in the catalog is 20% off bundles, okay? It's got to be a bundle. It can't be a stamp and die set that go together. It has to be a bundle. It is also 20% off designer paper, and I'm going to show you this. My first time using this package of designer paper. I love it. It's just gorgeous and beautiful and so simple. We're going to make, well, we're not going to make them all, but I'm going to show you 12 cards, and you can get 3 gift bags out of this package of designer paper. And there's also 10% off ink pads, ink refills, markers. Some of the markers are already out of stock. And there's blends. You know what? And I was going to check to see if this paper is still for sale, or still on sale, or still available, I should say. And it is, yes. And then there's, so Stampin' Blends are 10% off, as well as markers, okay? So if you have a few colors of blends, it's a great time in the next 3 days to grab them. And then also, cardstock is 10% off. So if you have procrastinated about ordering your supplies for your holiday card, grab it this week. It's hard to know what's getting low inventory or not. You know, the best thing is to go to the online store and place your order so you get what you want. But you're free to call me as well, okay? Okay, hi Kathy and Gail, welcome. Okay, and tomorrow's my stamp club, so I'm getting lots going on here. So I'll be seeing some of you guys tomorrow. Okay, so let's move to my desktop. Do I have it all set? Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Well, you know what? Hang on. I did do that right. Okay, good. Phew. Hi Donna, welcome. So today I'm using the fabulous, you know what, hang on, well, if we have time at the end, because all the beautiful designer paper, so check them out at 20% off. That is such a great savings. But here is this Frames and Flowers designer paper right here on page 29 of the 24 to 25 annual catalog, okay? And there are these wonderful die cuts. There's 3 pages of die cuts, and then 3 pages sheets of designer paper. These 3 sheets of designer paper are double-sided, and then these are just single because they're die cuts, okay? And they are fabulous to make some cards. I still have quite a bit left over. There's still quite a few embellishments left over. Some of them I might use, I haven't embellished the inside, so I might use them just on the insides. And then also maybe for some gift tags for my bags, okay? So let's look at this, let's get a more up to close. And also this Poise Peony stamp set is what I'm using mostly for the fonts, and then I'll use it to embellish my envelopes with, okay? Okay, so let's see. So let's look at these die cuts. Aren't these gorgeous? The colors are gorgeous. It's there's like pumpkin pie, there's petal pink, pretty peacock, lost lagoon, granny apple green. You can see the lightness in there. Shaded spruce. I think early espresso, a little bit of crumb cake maybe. You know, I didn't really look at it. There was quite a few. Old olive and soft sea foam. Oh, I didn't think about that one. Okay, and garden green is in there as well. But these just pop out, okay? They're just about ready to fall out right now. And then here's a second sheet of them as well. So lots of wreaths and stuff that you can use on some cards. Let's see. And then let me just put these down, okay? Because they're not going to stay. And then here's some of this gorgeous paper. The prints are a little large, but they're doable to work with. It's not for all products, Kathy. It's just for the bundles, the designer paper, the inks, and cardstock. All right. So anything else, no ribbon, no embellishments, or anything like that. Okay. And if you go to the online store and you click on you know, go to order or shop now, and you click on let's see, I think it's season, yeah, you click on seasonal sale and all the products on sale will pop up. Okay, so you don't have to hunt through the whole catalog online. All right. And then it'll also tell you if it's, you know, currently not available or if it's low inventory. So you'll kind of know you want to get, you know, moving on completing your order so you get what you want. All right. Okay, so here's design number 1, and then here's the flip side. It's got the petal pink, and maybe it's just like a lighter shade of pink, but it's all these little tiny flowers. Okay. Hi, Jean. Welcome. And then we have this one right here. All right. And then here's the flip side. It's kind of like the Lost Lagoon look. So it's a nice solid. And then here's another sheet of die cuts. These are all like the frames, okay? There's 6 frames in here. And then there's this middle piece right here. It's a strip here that you can use to embellish with, okay? And then here's the final designer paper, the third one. There's that one, and then this beautiful side as well. If you didn't use some of this, you could fussy cut, but in this kit of stuff, I used all the designer paper, okay, without doing any fussy cutting, because there's all these embellishments that you can use to accessorize your cards with, okay? It's just really gorgeous, and the colors are beautiful. So, okay, so what I did is I kind of, I laid out piles of what I wanted for each card, you know, so I took all my embellishments and I started laying them out as to what I thought would go with a card front, and then just started adhering them from there. Okay, so this is my card number 11, and I've got some designer paper that's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Okay, that was the magic number there. And yeah, so you could play around with, you know, what side goes with what, but I think this one goes really good with this. It's really, you really want more of this designer paper because it's just really gorgeous. And this is on sale for $8, so you're going to get the 3 sheets in the designer paper and 3 sheets of that. So for $8, we're going to be able to make 12 cards and 3 bags out of this. Okay, and additional cardstock, of course. Okay, so I'm going to just center this onto my card here. Okay, so we're going to just adhere this flat. And let's do that. And I really didn't start this project until about 11 o'clock this morning, okay? It took me a little bit. This is kind of like a spin-off of a demonstrator, Cards by Christine. I kind of saw some of her cards, and then I just started playing on my own, okay? And I cased the designer paper bag from her that I'm gonna show you how to make, because it's a cute little bag that we can use. I'm gonna make sure this is straight. That we can use to make 3 gift sets of cards, okay? Which I love to do. I love to be able to gift cards. So I think that's pretty good. So I don't know, I didn't price up what the cost of the cardstock is yet, but so let me know in the comments too if you'd love to have this offered as a class to go with a written PDF and maybe a video too. So I've used I have all kinds of dies that were on my desk. You should have seen my desk earlier. And so this is from the Spotlight on Nature, and I used the stamp Best Birthday Wishes from the Poised Peony. And I gotta grab some dimensionals here. So let's add some dimensionals. I think 3 will do it on this. And we're gonna put some dimensionals on the back as well. And this is pretty, or Petal Pink cardstock right there. And I know I'm setting dates for classes, guys, for January. That's my goal today after I get done with this video, is to have some dates ready to go in the next newsletter. So stay tuned and clear your calendars for January, okay? I still haven't looked at the calendar good enough to see if I can do some type of event here, either, I don't know, because we're getting ready for our holiday sale right now. So so if you're local, I hope you come visit. Hopefully you got an email with all the details about that. But the garage just kind of takes over, and then we do another sale in between. So I have to wait until after that one because the garage is still stuffed with all that stuff. All right, because we're not gonna lug it up and down to the basement every time. All right, what do you guys think? Isn't that just gorgeous and so simple, right? We're gonna embellish this with these. I'm just in love. I don't know if I just didn't use these enough when they were out. These iridescent rhinestones, they are still in the online store. So if you haven't got any of these, they're on sale for $3, all right? Hi, Colleen, welcome. So make sure to check that out, all right? All right, where am I gonna put these? Let's see, let's go with one here. Let's go with another one here. And then I got a large one here. Let's go with, let's put one up here. There we go. There we go. And then I just lined it on the inside. So such an easy card. Let's stamp an envelope because I didn't. I think we'll do, oh, yeah, I think I do. I had to see what kind of ink I got. All right, so here's this Poised Peony, and unfortunately, I don't have it mounted. So if you have not mounted a stamp set before, or if you need a refresher course, I love to take my clear block, okay, and just simply peel the decal off. And you know what? Does it show in here? It does show in here how to mount too, okay? It does give you an idea on how to mount. It's a little different. They have you leave the decal in here, and then you stick the stamp down in so it so it's there. But I like to, this is the way I like to do it, but you can do whichever way you want. If it's a really large stamp, I might leave half of it on and only do half and then peel off the other half. So the important thing is make sure you peel the backing off your rubber stamp as well, okay? And then I just line it up. You can see the outline. I'm going to get my head in the camera. You can see the outline of the sticker fitting on the foam piece, okay? And that's all there is to it, okay? Now make sure, I don't have any nails left, that you're grabbing that sticker, okay? And really press down on that after you've mounted it to make sure the decal sticks to the foam, okay? But you really want to get underneath that sticker so you don't tear the foam when you're taking it apart. Oh, Gail, you have? All right. Yes, you better. It's on sale for $8. All right, so here's this. So I need a piece of scrap paper. Hang on. I got some copy paper here. I'm not sure which color I want. Well, I guess we're going to go with Petal Pink. Yep, that'll work good. All right, let's go with the Petal Pink. And we're just going to keep this simple, right? Because, you know, and it really wasn't hard after I kind of sorted out all the pieces. The assembly part of these went really simple. There, isn't that just beautiful? Look at that. Okay, I've got one other card I'm going to show you, and then we will we'll make a gift bag, okay? All right, so I've got some Lost Lagoon for the inside, and that's 3. I don't know if I told you the size of the mat. Well, the basic white is 3 1/4 by 5 inches, and then the mat is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay. All right, let's do this. There we go. So this is going to go on the inside of my card front. Let's see here. Okay. And then we're going to just adhere this in here. And if you had, you know, some of those die cuts left, you could embellish the inside. But I haven't done that yet, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so this one, I chose this frame. This is one of the frames in there. And then I decided this is a deckled rectangle die cut. And I embossed it with the Distress Tile embossing folder. And I really wanted to, I didn't want Pretty Peacock to be showing through. I really wanted a little bit of a contrast. So that just kind of fits right in there, okay? But I think we can just kind of center this, and this should be okay. So and you could really use any embossing folder you want, or you could not even emboss it. But I love the texture. I think the texture really makes a difference. I'm going to put that lightly there just to make sure I've got it centered well enough. I'm going to move it over just a hair. Let's see. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so let's secure that down, and let's do this. Let's add some adhesive on here. We're going to put this on flat. Yeah, so whenever you kind of like start working with a whole collection, I think it gets easier as you get going. Your first 1 or 2 are the hardest, but if you kind of keep like your measurements the same, like the mats and everything the same, it's really going to go easy. All right, how did I have this? So kind of like that. I don't know. How did I have this? I think kind of like this. Then, okay, I think that looks okay. So we're going to just do a little tuck, okay? I'm going to leave that there for the moment. Put some adhesive on this die cut. This is where having a little thin bottle of glue comes in handy. Okay, and then let's add, do I want this bumped up? I think I might. Let's see. No, we'll leave this flat. We'll go flat with this. I think it'll be okay. All right, and then we will definitely put dimensionals on this. All right, get rid of that. I have gone through a ton of dimensionals today. I wish those were on sale. I guess when they have an adhesive sale, wouldn't that be really cool? I don't know, we haven't had one of those in a while. All right, so I'm gonna just center this. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna add a bow. I've got one more bow here. They're already pre-tied. There we go. Okay, are you guys loving these cards? Are they rich enough, or you know what I'm saying? Do they look good enough for you, or I mean, I know it's kind of like the die cut. Sometimes people don't like the ephemera, but I think when you're looking for some easy cards that are just beautiful, I think these work great. Look at that. Okay, let's add some dimensionals to that. You want to be careful. I mean, I got a lot of bulk here. So just make sure your card doesn't need extra postage, okay? For the machine. Yeah, it's all like going right in that area. So I would make sure this bow is kind of like at the top of my card, of my envelope when I'm mailing it, just so the machine isn't going over that part. Is a little hint, okay? You got bulky bows, kind of have it setting so it's at the top of the envelope. Okay, there we go. Let's add some bling. We have to have bling, and I think I'm going to have to order more of these bling. Do I have a few others? Nope, I guess I used it all up. Okay, let's see. Where are we going to put this? I don't know. Yeah, I thought there was some more here. This desk is a complete disaster. Okay, well, let's go with, these are so big and bulky, they're a little bit hard for the take your pick tool to pick up, so I sometimes like to just go and pick them up with my scissors. Let's see, let's go over here, and then let's go right over here. There we go. I think I don't like this big one. I'm going to just stick it back on, and let's go with another little one over here. All right, so look at that. Sparkly bling, okay? And let's do another Petal Pink, because we'll base my flowers, my envelopes on the card base. That'll be a great way to do that. So let's do that. Okay, so there's two cards right there. Oh, there's the bling that I was looking for. Okay, let's move this, and I'll show you the other cards, and then I'm going to share with you how to make this card bag for all these beautiful cards to go into. Okay, so I was able to, out of the 3 sheets, get 12 cards, and then 3 gift bags, or I will. I've got 2 more I need to create. Okay, so there's the 2 we just did. Here's another one. Here's the Petal Pink one. Here's this one, another Petal Pink. So I did 4 Petal Pink card bases, and then we got some Lost Lagoon here. Okay, here's this one. I don't know, sometimes people might think they're too busy, but I don't think it's bad. And then here's the 4 pretty peacock ones. I love this. Here I embossed the center again, and lots of bling. This one's a little simple, but maybe as I go back I might find something to add to it. And then here's this one right there, and then finally this one. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so there's 12 cards. All right, so let me share how to make this card base, the card bag, gift bag, that you can put 4 cards in. Okay, you can split it up, you can do a variety of colors, but I want to make sure I've got 4 envelopes so that we can see that, because I didn't test this out beforehand, okay? Because I changed my mind on what I was going to display today, all right? so we're going to totally go off the cuff. You know what? Hang on. We need my score pal here. Okay. So what this is an 8 1/4 by 12-inch piece of designer paper. Okay. And you would cut that off each of the 3 sheets, and it would give you 3 gift bags. Okay. And then the other part, what's left, the 3 3/4 strip, is for your cards. All right. So let's see, what are we doing? So we're gonna first score we're gonna put it up here at the top, and I gotta look at my notes to make sure I don't flub this up. So we're gonna do 4 1/2, all right, and be gentle, okay, because it is designer paper, okay, and then 5 3/4 is the next measurement, and then 10 1/4 is our third measurement, and then 11 1/2. Okay, it's directional pattern, so I wanted my top up here, so I'm going to turn it on its side. So the top is here now, and we're going to score this. Excuse me. Oh, I got a tickle all of a sudden. Hang on. Okay. We're going to score this 1 inch down from the top. Okay. So we're going to do it at 7 1/4, because remember, this is 8 1/4 inches wide. Okay, so we got 7 1/4. And then over here, this is going to be 1 1/4 inches. Okay, there we go. And that's all there is to it. All right, so let's move that out of the way. And then we're going to just burnish all our edges. Okay, so you could decide whichever side you wanted, but with directional, you want to make sure the direction is kind of at the opposite end, so when you turn it over, it's going to look appropriate. Okay, so you want your direction, like if you wanted this on the inside, you'd want to make sure your your larger end, your 1 1/4 scoring mark is here. So you'd want to just put it on the left side of the scoring board. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do this pretty outside one here. Okay. And this is the bottom, so we'll just score this as well. All right. And then we're going to fold on the score line. So this is where you're scoring, you know, your accuracy. You want to make sure it's touching at the top here. Okay. And there we go. That it's all nice and squared up. Go there. And then we've got these 2 on this other end. So this is like a 1-piece gift bag. You don't really have to piece 2 together. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so what are we going to do? So this was the front, all right? So we're going to, in this bottom right corner, we're going to cut out this small little 1/2 inch square rectangle. Okay, I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to just angle this one tab. This is going to create a tab because this is right here. We're going to create a tab with this. We're just going to angle them off at an angle. Okay. This one we're going to just angle a little bit as well, just a slight angle. And then up here we're going to just I got to think here. Yes. Right? Yeah. Let me think here. Yes. Okay. We're going to go in sideways off here and just give this a little tab as well. All right, so we're creating a little tab right there. Okay, so let's go back to this one column here to create our second tab down here at the bottom, and you're just cutting up to the score lines. Okay, so here's, just make a little tab there, and that's all there is to it. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. Maybe you can see it better here. So you can kind of see the tabs. We've got a tab here, here, and we've got a little tab up here. And actually, I want to tab this one just a little hair. It's just a tiny slight angle, and that's all we have to do. So next, we're going to make this so it's a bag. So we need to make some holes for our handles. Okay, so our handles are going to go in this section here, and this section. And this section is 4.5 inches wide. So I'm going to just kind of like roughly eyeball in the middle. I'm going to put a dot at 1 inch and another one at 3.5. Okay, so I can punch my holes and do the same thing over here. Let me just line this up again. So 1 inch and one right there. Okay, so I've got my holes marked. I just have this crocodile, so I'm going to just punch each hole out. And clean it out. I like the crocodile because you can see down in through this hole. So you can see that pencil dot. Okay, so we've got our holes done. Now let's assemble this bag, right, Joe? So we're going to use some tear tape. You're going to use tear tape. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use some liquid glue. I did liquid glue before, so let's, or tear tape before, but I think before we start that, just make sure that when you fold this in half with the tab inside, okay? You're going to just make sure that these two edges line up and everything looks great, okay? So you might want to use liquid glue so you've got a little bit of wiggle room. And don't be overly generous. It doesn't take much for it to secure. All right, so just use a little bit. Okay, so fold this over. Kind of make sure your ends have met up. All right. And there we go. So we have our box, okay? And look at that. We've got our, oh, rats. I forgot to do this. So are we going to be able to do this? Hang on. So good thing we're using liquid glue. Got to fold our overhang down. Fold this down first, okay? Phew. Okay. And my tab is out here, okay? Now let's fold this over. Oh Lordy, that would have been disaster. It was lined up good the first time. Okay, there we go. Now I can do that. Okay, so this little tab right here is just going to get tucked underneath this flap, all right? And we can just go in there with a little bit of liquid glue, just hold it up, and just then secure it down, okay? Isn't that just pretty? Look at that. All right, so now these just, and I always consider this like the back side of the box because I've got a gem on my finger. Hang on. Oh boy. I don't know if I can get it off. Here we go. So, I always consider that the back side, so I want this front flap to come to the back, okay? So we can, let's add some liquid glue on our tab, and let me just mute my phone there, sorry guys, and add some liquid glue. Let's see, okay, that was the back, so that's the first one we're going to put down, and then we need some more adhesive here. Okay, just make sure it's all like squared up, and then just close that down. And then just kind of reach in. I think I'll use my ruler to make sure it all is tacked down. Okay, there. Isn't that just adorable? I love it. So let's add some ribbon. So we've got Petal Pink or this basic white. I think I might go with the white because then it contrasts that. So I just simply use 12 inches of ribbon, okay, for each handle. So just make sure to measure it out so it's accurate, so that way your handles are both the same height when you're done. Okay, 12 inches was plenty for me, but you might decide you need more or less. So I'm going to just put a simple knot on one end, okay, and I'm not pulling it too tight either. Let's do this other end as well. And then we're going to feed them through. Okay. So, I didn't go all the way through the bag with my punch hole. So hang on. Oh Lordy. I only did one layer. I didn't have the bag folded down. And I have to be careful so I don't punch through to the other side. So because you want to make sure when you're doing that, that's not like caught on this side. Otherwise you're going to be punching two holes. Okay, these aren't lined up perfect, but once the ribbon is on, nobody's really going to know. Okay, my poor bag here. So we're going to weave from the front, or the inside to the front. Okay, just one, and then from the front to the inside. Kind of just doesn't matter because we're going to put another knot. There we go. And then let's put a knot into here. Right, there's one handle. We'll put a knot into here and kind of do it gentle to make sure you feel like your knots, that you have the knot where you want it to be. Okay. That the handles, oh yeah, that came out great. Look at that. All right. I think they're pretty darn good. And then you could go in and you could trim it if you wanted to. Okay. I'm just angling it off a little bit. Get that out. Okay, let's see what it's like for 4 cards to get in here. Here's the moment of truth. Oh, look at that. It's like perfect. Now there are some embellishments left that that we could add a gift tag on here, so it just kind of completes the purchase. So what do you guys think? So here's one other one. Here's this other one right here, and I plan to do one with this design. I just didn't get time to do it. This will be the rim, and it'll be like that. I have to cut the paper yet. I haven't done it yet. So let me know in the comments if you love this type of project and if you like seeing more of these, or and also if you're interested in maybe having this as a class to go to in the next month. Okay, And then maybe I can put that out really quickly because all I gotta do is figure out the pricing. So, all right, everybody, here is, so don't forget today's the seasonal sale today, tomorrow, and Thursday or Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and everything is while supplies last. In our annual catalog, I got another tickle again. Excuse me. And then also, if you're new and you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter, because that's where class information goes, is in the newsletter. All right, for you to sign up for. Okay, I will see you on Friday. Oh, I have a really cool fun fold. All right, I'm excited about it. It's a Christmas card fun fold, so that will be exciting. It's using the Season of Green and Gold designer paper, which is gorgeous. So that's been fun to create as well. All right, and don't forget about the seasonal sale next Thursday, Friday, Saturday at my home. If there's details, if you didn't get a newsletter and you're local to me, just message me so I make sure I can send you out the information. And we will see you again soon for some more creative ink. If you have any questions about ordering, feel free to reach out. And I'm so glad, I know, Gail, I love making gift bags too. I think they're fun. And this is kind of like a new size right here. Oh, my iPad is falling down again. There we go. So the sun looks good. It's been chilly, right? This morning, a nice heavy frost here and chills to the bones. So thank you so much, and we will see you on Friday again. And have a great night. Bye-bye.